Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Psych with Socks. If you're new here, thank you for joining me, and make sure you press that subscribe button. If you're an avid watcher, thank you for coming back. Today I want to talk to you about the art of saying no and how it builds for healthy relationships and helps you keep your sanity. And I know in this generation we feel pressured to say yes to things, we want to belong to things, we want to feel wanted or needed, and we almost have FOMO for everything that we miss out on or the things that we decide to say no to. But I want to tell you today that saying no is going to save your life, and it's going to allow you to have good mental health and healthy relationships. Now, I know we're really confrontational in this generation and we love to argue and bicker, but we don't know the proper way of going about arguments or disagreements, and we're always on that defense. We always want to argue with someone and we have our guard up about what our actual opinions and thoughts are about. But why don't we understand that when we go into a confrontation or a disagreement with our thoughts and our opinions, and we listen to other people's thoughts and opinions, and we see if we can come to an agreement. If we can't come to an agreement or an understanding, then we leave our points with that person and we move on. Instead, we're constantly trying to push our opinions down people's throats, and we want to be heard. We're not saying it the right way, or we're not confronting that situation with a good understanding and open eyes and ears and an open mind, but we're going into things with anger and misunderstanding, and it's causing more conflict, and we're really not understanding what the point of this disagreement or this argument was. So what I want you to do is learn how to say no, and it's going to help you build healthy relationships. If somebody asks you to do something and you don't immediately think hell yeah, say no, because 9 out of 10 times you're going to probably regret the fact that you said yes, because you weren't excited about actually attending that thing. Maybe someone there doesn't sit right with you. Maybe the energy's off. Maybe you just don't feel comfortable in that situation. Don't feel pressured to attend these things just because you need to be there. If that situation doesn't give you comfort or doesn't give you happiness, don't attend it, because no one benefits when we pour from an empty cup, which is us. And really, it's going to allow you to build upon resentment and anger for the reason that you said yes, but you really wanted to say no and didn't want to be there in the first place. And I feel like when we say no, we build for healthy relationships, we build for boundaries. We're not expected to attend things, and people don't assume that we're going to say yes to everything. So saying no is really going to help you build those healthy relationships and those boundaries with your friends or your family or your partner. And I know if we say yes to things and we resent this decision, we resent the people around us, and we resent the reason for why we went in the first place, if we harbor those resentful and angry feelings, they manifest in different areas in our lives. And the more we manifest, whether it's positive or negative, those are the things that we're going to attract in the universe. So if we're constantly thinking positively and we do things that are genuine to who we are and what our personality is like, our characteristics, what we feel is right for us, then those things are going to come to us tenfold in our lives. But if we think negatively and if we say yes to things that we don't want to attend and we have resentment towards that situation, that negative feeling is going to permeate in other areas of our lives, and that's not what we want. We want positivity, we want good vibes only. And I know it sounds cliche, but the more positive you are, the better your life is. The more positive your thoughts, your feelings and your emotions, your behaviors are positive, and those things surround you in your life. Positive energy attracts positive energy. So making sure that we're saying no to things we don't want to attend. Even though we feel like we're missing out on that festival or that party and we have FOMO, it's guarding your mental health, and that's what's important here. Now, when we're head on with conflict, don't hide from it. Don't let it fester inside of you. If you have a problem with someone, speak up about it immediately. Don't let days or weeks or months go by and it festers inside of you. It becomes a bigger issue than it was originally. That's when resentment starts, and that's when negative energy grows from. But if you identify a conflict or an issue that you have, speak up about it. Let people know your honest opinion. Let them know that it's not okay what's happening, or you feel uncomfortable about the situation. Speak up about your feelings. Be honest and genuine about what you really feel, because that's going to give you healthy relationships. And then you don't have things to overthink about and overanalyze, and it's just a lot healthier for you in the long run. So the take-home message here is saying no is healthy. It's good for your mental health, it's good for relationships, and it's good for self-care. Making sure you say no when you feel like it's appropriate. Do not feel pressured to say yes to everything. Like I said, no one is going to benefit if you're pouring from an empty cup. Make sure you think about yourself first. This allows people to know that you have boundaries and that they can't assume that you're going to agree to everything. Think about yourself first and foremost. Does this situation serve you in a positive manner? Whether it's people or situations or events, whatever it may be, saying no when you feel it's right is very important. And I hope you like this video. And if you do, make sure you leave it in the comments below or DM me on Instagram @PsychWithSocks. And I hope to see you next week.